Hey, get over here. Check it out. Today, I'm gonna talk about the 5 steps of how teenagers start very successful businesses. And guess what? I'm obviously not able to do that unless I have some teenagers, so check it out. I scrounged up these victims, and today I'm gonna be talking to you guys about how to start a successful business. Are you excited?
Yeah!
All right, let's go.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! I'm turning dreams into reality. Yeah, it's one shot, now the future is yours. Go!
All right, guys, you ready to learn?
Yeah!
Okay, come with me, come with me. Check it out. We're here at my office. Everyone else, you gotta join us online, but for you guys, I'm gonna show you the ins and outs of how to succeed in having your own business. And guess what? You are young, impressionable minds, which is what I love to work with, because I'm gonna fill your head with some different ideas about how you can have a little business on the side and actually make some money. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right, pull up a chair. School is in session.
If one of y'all says some silly ass name, this whole class is gonna feel my wrath.
All right, check it out, guys. Today we're talking about 5 steps to starting a business as a teenager. And guess what I got right here? What does this look like?
Money.
This is money. Do you know how much money? With $100 bills, this is what $10,000 looks like. So that's $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. This is $100,000. And by the way, any adult that makes $100,000, we would consider that well above average. And I'm not saying that as a teenager that you're gonna make $100,000, but you know what? Now is a good time for you to just learn that some of the people in life that make the most money run their own businesses. So as a teenager, I'm a huge advocate. I believe that you should have an entrepreneurial experience. And there's 5 steps to having that experience the right way. Okay, so here's the question of the day. Can a teenager actually start a business? I mean, let's be honest. We've all rolled up to the fast food window and we know that teenagers have jobs, right? I mean, they often work fast food and, teenagers can get employed to have different kind of jobs. But can a teenager actually legally start a business? And the answer is yes. Now, I want to ask you, and I want to ask all of you, how many of you would like to have a little business on the side? Maybe it only takes even 1 hour a day, but lets you start making some of your own money. Does that sound like a good thing to possibly look at? Yeah. What do you say?
Yeah.
Well, check it out. There's a lot of simple jobs, and at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you teenagers a lot of simple things that you can do, and you might be surprised at the amount of money that you can make. This is preparing you, I think, in 2 major ways for success in life. One is, as a teenager, you're now actually saving some money. And you know what? The money I made as a teenager when I had a paper route, I used that money to actually pay for a couple of semesters of school when I went to university. It also allowed me to get engaged, buy a wedding ring for my wife. It also allowed me to buy my first car as an adult. So that's the first purpose, is that if you have this little job on the side, it can help you buy some things to get started in life. But the second thing that might end up being far more important is that this might be the beginning of your experience later as an adult in running a company or having your own business. All right, let's get started with step 1. Do you guys know what step 1 is?
Define your business idea.
You guys are so smart. You're cheating. It's right here on the board. And you're 100% right. Defining your business idea means you've got to start with an idea. It could be something like, I'm going to mow lawns. Or it could be something like, I'm going to have my neighbors pay me to take my garbage cans out to the street so I don't forget. Or it could be, I got dogs in the neighborhood that poop.
Morning, Ed.
And I might be willing to clean that up and charge some moolah. These are all simple ideas. You have to start with having an idea and then defining it. What would that look like? How much would I charge? Is this something that I would like doing? Psst, by the way, it's even better if your business idea is ultra simple and it's something that people really need or want. The more people that want it and the more simple the idea, the more successful your business probably will be. Check it out. Step 2, you got to do your research. Before starting any business, you'll want to do some research on your competition and business model. Do your competitors have an advantage compared to your business? Is there something that you offer that puts your business in front of theirs? Will you offer better services or products when compared to your competition, or will you price your offering at a lower price point? In other words, you might have a brand new business idea, but you shouldn't just pull rabbits out of your hat. You should look around. For example, let's say that you did want to pick up dog poop in the neighbor's yard and you were going to charge, $40 a week. And before you actually knock on a door and say it's $40 a week to pick up your dog's poop, what if you actually found out that your competition was charging $10 a week and the other competition was charging $9 a week? What might that mean? Well, it might mean that $40 is too much. It might also mean that if you charge $8, you might steal some business from your competition. So you want to make sure that you're competitive. How are you going to be better? Is your service going to be better? Is your price going to be lower? Or number 3, is what you do going to be faster? In business, those are the only 3 things that really matter. It's the price, it's the speed, and it's the level of service. In 1 or 2 of those areas, you want to be the best. You can't be the best in all 3. So you want to pick at least 2 of them. So you might say, I will charge less and have better service, but someone else might be faster. Or you might say, well, I'm actually charging the most, but my service is superior and my speed is faster than anyone else. Does that make sense? All right, let's move on to the 3rd step, which is how do you create then a business plan? This is probably one of the most important pieces that people fail to do. And if you're a young teenager that's getting started with a business idea, you've got to have a plan. And that plan is, what am I going to do in what order so that I can win and have the best chance of success? Once you've defined your business idea, you'll need to create an actionable plan on how you will operate your business and become profitable. A business plan can consist of various components, including the structure of the company, the basic financials of the business, how you plan to market the business, and much more. But for today's video, let's keep it really, really simple. That plan is, this is how I'm going to find customers, this is what I'm going to offer them, this is what the price is going to be, this is how I'm going to do the work, and this is how I'm going to get paid. All right, check it out. The 4th step is one of my favorites. It's called naming your business. And the reason why I like this so much is because you get to infuse your business with your ideas and with your creativity. If it succeeds, it's your creation. It'll feel so victorious. If it fails, it's going to feel horrible, but you can get back up and you can try again. I think what's really fun is that there's a lot of good advice out there. There's people that you can learn from. There's mentors, but you get to infuse your own style. So when we talk about this 4th step of naming your business, what do you want to name your business? What would excite you? And how do you want to organize your business that is filled with your creation? Is there a uniform that you're going to wear so when you knock on the door, they see a cute teenager that is obviously putting effort into what they're doing?
HDS, sir, and how are you this afternoon? Alrighty then. I have a package for you.
Or it might be something entirely different. I would advise, however, that when it comes to naming your business, that you pick a name that makes sense, right? Like if you're going to take trash to the door, if you're going to mow lawns, you might not want to call your business Power Falcons. Like, it's kind of a cool name. Like, I'd probably call it Scorpions. No, that also doesn't make sense. I might want to come up with a name that's like, okay, what name can I give my business that says that I'm either the best at lawn mowing, or maybe I'm the fastest, or I have the best service? This 5th step is probably the one that I'm most excited to tell you about, because when I was a teenager, I did have a job, I made some money, but also during the summers, I would work with my dad, and he was a builder. So I would watch my dad work hard in his business. I want to tell you something that my dad would tell me this one summer. He says, wow, the phone is ringing off the hook. Everyone wants like us to do more business for them, but I guess we can't because it's me and a couple of employees, and that's it. And I remember being this excited teenager. I said, Dad, you should expand your business. You should hire more people. You should, create more teams, and then you can do more work, and then you'll be more successful and you'll have more money. And my dad, I'll never forget, he turned to me and he said, no, son, if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself. And I remember thinking, okay, my dad must be right. I mean, he is my dad. I guess you have to do it yourself. But I want to tell you something. When I was in my early 20s, on my journey to becoming financially free, I got stuck because I was doing everything myself. And one of the most liberating days of my life was when I changed my philosophy to this. If you want something done right, don't do it yourself. Get help. So listen up. Let's just assume for a moment that you're successful. You have a good idea, you execute a great business plan, and all of a sudden, business is coming in and everyone wants more of you and they want more of your business. But you start getting stressed. I mean, you are still in school, right? And you want to get good grades and you have sports or other things or band practice that you want to get to, and now your business is becoming a little overwhelming because it started off as 1 hour a week, but now it's 5 hours a week, maybe 10 hours a week, maybe it's part-time, it's 20 hours a week, and that starts to feel a little bit like too much. Check it out. Uncle Kris says, if you want something done right, don't do it yourself. Step 5 is to hire help. In fact, if your business is growing, what would it be like if you had 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 other teenagers that now got paid some of the money to do the work and it freed your time back up? Does that sound good? Yeah. I'm going to tell you, this is a secret to being able to expand and grow businesses. You have to realize at some point that you have to give up some of the work for someone else to do. You're going to give up some of the money, but in the end, you should wind up with more money and more time. Now, just curious, now that I've covered the 5 steps, does anyone here want to hear any really great teenager business ideas?
Yeah.
Okay, let me show you what we got here. Childcare. Have you ever been offered money to like babysit? This is still a thing, right? There's also car washing service. I have cars that I constantly want to wash. House cleaning, laundry service, lawn care, poop scooping. We've talked a lot about poop tonight. Dog grooming, like you could learn how to cut dogs' hairs and take shears and bzz, right? There's house painting. You could learn photography, snow removal. That's a big deal where we live. And obviously, there's a lot of other ideas. You're only limited by your own creativity. The most important thing, I think, though, is that you should find something that excites you, because sometimes business is not that glamorous. Sometimes parts of it aren't that fun, and you have to stick with it before it grows enough so you can hand some of the work off to other people and have more success. So you might as well start with something that you really, really like. Let me ask you, did you learn something today? Did you guys learn something today?
Yeah.
All right, you got some ideas. Check it out. If you're looking for business ideas that take only 1 or 2 hours a day that you can do from home, and frankly, make enough money that it could even replace a future job or a job that you have or a job you'd like to get, then click the link below. I actually have found 50 different at-home businesses that are genius. They're proven, they work every single time, and if you click the link, you can get a copy of what some of those ideas are. Click the link, get them now. Hey, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure that you like it or hit that subscribe button. But I'll tell you what, I got teenagers asking me, lighting me up all day long, Kris, what about real estate? Can teenagers actually buy real estate? If you want to know, watch this video and I'll give you the answer.
Another video that can.
All right.
Good job.
Guys, give yourself a round of applause. You were awesome talent. All right, we're going to head back in. Nope, just look right at the camera right there. Now give it a cheesy smile like when your parents are making you those obnoxious family pictures. Very good.